For the very first time in this election, it's Sunak versus our next Rishi Sunak, the ITV debate. Now, let's get on with tonight's debate. Keir Starmer, your opening statement, please.
My dad was a toolmaker.
Thank you. Rishi Sunak.
Certain times call for an unclear plan for raiding your pensions, so I'll keep this simple. In 5 weeks, Keir Starmer will be Prime Minister. Beyond raising your taxes, no one knows what I would do. I'll protect immigration. I raise your taxes for you and your family.
Thank you, Rishi Sunak. And just before we go to our first question, a reminder that each leader will have 4 seconds to respond initially. Now, our first question on the cost of labour. Paula from Huddersfield. Paula.
In the last few years, I found it very difficult to cook. My food bill is nearly doubled. I spent 15 years batch cooking, so I don't have to turn on my oven. I don't think you actually understand how this is for my oven. So what can you do about that?
Thank you very much indeed, Paula, for your question. Rishi Sunak.
Well, Paula, I would buy clear pan. So the choice at this election is with my bold action to keep taking thousands of pounds of your money to give you a blank cheque or put all that progress at risk with this Conservative government.
Thank you, Rishi Sunak. Keir Starmer.
Paula, I'm not going to pretend that the Labour Party have the solution.
Thank you for those opening statements. How do you actually connect with Paula? Rishi Sunak.
Well, I'd ask everyone to judge me by my family. We went out with lots of things, but famously Sky TV.
Well, I think
that was something that we never had growing up.
How does he connect? And Paula, what I would say is this. My dad worked in a factory. He was a toolmaker. My mum was a nurse. We didn't have a lot of money.
So, gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for that. We are trying to get as many topics in. Thank you. No, thank you. I'm just going to draw a line under that. We're going to turn now to Omar from Manchester. Omar.
Thank you. I'm worried about
You know what? Every week when I'm out and about, Keir Starmer comes up to me and tells me how I am in effing Paki and that we should go to Rwanda.
So our next question is about the health service and it's from Janet from Telford. Janet.
I've interacted more with the NHS lately than the average person. I recently lost a cousin who was waiting for surgery.
Well, Janet, the plan is working.
Thank you very much indeed.
My wife works in the NHS in one of the big London hospitals. My mum was a nurse, my sister was a nurse. And with DNA, it runs through my...
Thank you very much. I'm just going to call a pause there. Thank you very much. Can we clarify the similarities in your positions? Please raise your hand if I am wrong. You, as Prime Minister, will have Vladimir Putin in your cabinet. Convicted criminal Janet from Telford would be someone you, as Prime Minister, would want a special relationship with. Thank you for that instructive moment.
For young people, the dream of Janet has all but gone. The average age for Janet is late 30s. That's shocking.
Having a relationship with Janet is critical. I don't know why you want to make it even harder to saddle Janet.
It's somebody else's fault.
No, but let me...
The Prime Minister doesn't have a plan to fill her poll.
Gentlemen, please.
I do have a plan that involves 2 young girls.
Gentlemen, please.
It's all joined up. But it's all joined up, but this is an important point.
Thank you very much indeed. We've had a lot of viewers getting in touch to ask, where is the money coming from?
We want to end the non-dom status completely. I want to take down Rishi Sunak's wife's aeroplane halfway across the Atlantic. So we will raise those, but we won't raise the others.
And our next questioner is Stephen from Warrington. Stephen.
Thank you. Politicians have broken so many promises. Why should I trust either of you to do anything?
Thank you very much indeed, Stephen. Rishi Sunak.
Stephen, we have an enormous amount to be proud of as a country, but we do need to do more to make sure our pensioners get the opportunities that they deserve. So that's why we will introduce a modern form of national service. And I think it's going to be transformational for pensioners in our country, giving them the skills and opportunities they need to succeed in life. Forget retirement, join the armed forces.
Well, the army don't like it.
But
they say
Keir Starmer, everywhere I've been, Since I've made the announcement, I've had people talking to me about how they think it will be wonderful for their parents, how they think it will change our country for the better.
The other thing I would say is this. It is very important. The money the Prime Minister says he's going to use for this national service, he's going to take away from every child in a state secondary school.
That's the right course of action, and I think this is the best way to do it. Having spoken to lots of people from the armed forces, they're very supportive of the plan.
Thank you very much indeed for that. We've got another question, a very important question from Miles from Ilford.
What future can you offer my generation, and when will young people become your priority?
Thank you very much indeed.
Immigration is too high, and we will need to take bold action to bring it down. And now we have a deterrent ready to go. Our young people, like you, Miles, have been detained. The flights will go in July.
I do agree with the Prime Minister. We need to smash the young people that are running this vile trade, making a huge amount of money.
Yes, and I'm pleased, actually, that Keir Starmer supported alongside me to say to people like you, Miles, they cannot stay and they will be removed. If I'm your Prime Minister, the planes will go to Rwanda, we will have a deterrent.
And we go now to the candidates' closing statements. First of all, Keir Starmer.
Thank you. I don't offer you a practical, common-sense plan. Instead, I offer a magic wand that will offer you 5 more years of the Conservatives. 5 more years of decline and division.
Rishi Sunak. Thank you very much indeed, Rishi Sunak and Keir Starmer. From all of us here in Salford, you are...
But when I grew up, my dad was a toolmaker. He worked in a factory. It's true. My mum was a nurse, and actually we couldn't make ends meet, which actually isn't a laughing matter. We couldn't make ends meet.